everyone, and welcome to Ken Solom Field at Riverview Park for CTN's coverage of the 2025 Cardinal Little League Majors Championship. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro sidelines, and a beautiful sunny afternoon at the ballpark with everything on the line, winner take all.
This is a lot of fun, Joe. We haven't done this in a few years, actually, and it's the atmosphere here. The St. Paul Saints are involved. We've got we got the organist from the Saints here. Joe Young's here, which of course is the biggest draw. But nonetheless, this is a lot of fun, and there's so many backstories. Coach of the Diamondbacks, Mike Agork, who we all know as Coach O. And the Cubs are the home team, but the Diamondbacks have the better record. In fact, these two teams have played twice during the season, Diamondbacks winning both times.
Yeah, some representatives, including an announcer, and I want to say his name, Kanabuchi or something like that. He's the crowd pumper at the Midway Stadium.
Yeah. There's head coach Mike Agork. Mazzapucci. Sego Mazzapucci.
There you go.
There he is. There's Sego.
And when it comes to firing up the fans, only one man better than that guy there.
Right.
And that's our own Howie Shapiro.
That is right. I'm firing everybody up.
Fan favorite.
We go where Sego. There's Madonna. I hope you can get a picture with Madonna, you and me, Joe, because that'd be off my bucket list. I've always wanted a picture with Madonna. Wait, it's not the same. That's not the one I'm thinking of. Nonetheless, Madonna can come over here and put the headset on her. I don't know if she speaks.
I don't believe so.
No? Pig Latin.
You're terrible.
But
it's beautiful to be at the Little League Park, and especially on such a nice day with so much on the line.
Yep.
But it's so much fun.
It is so much fun.
This is what sports is really all about, just watching a little bit of the T-ball game beforehand.
Oh, absolutely.
And they enjoy the kids taking every moment on the field. And as long as they keep smiling, they should keep on playing.
Isn't that a song?
Maybe it should be.
Well, we should start writing it right after this broadcast.
Well, the Diamondbacks are going to start off with another name familiar to longtime Cardinal and CTN viewers. Jackson Oddie, younger brother of Jeremy Oddie. Three-sport athlete who just graduated.
When he comes in hitting .536 on the season, he's tearing the cover off the ball. The first four hitters all hitting over 500.
This one fouled back out of play, and quickly he's behind in the count, 0-2.
There's a guard dog behind us, Joe, and I'm not going after any foul balls if they're hit into the yard. Just telling you now.
Bryson Schulte, right where he wants to be, starting on the hill. He's going to get a three-pitch strikeout. Good high fastball. Got Oddie swinging. One up, one down. Exactly the start the Cubs were hoping for.
Well, Coach Agork was telling me today the Cubs have a couple of good pitchers, and we're seeing one here tonight.
Aiden Christopher up next for Diamondbacks. A little late on a good fastball again from Schulte.
Aiden hitting .593 on the season. So he steps to the plate.
It's a pretty solid average.
That's hefty.
Hefty. Wisely lays off the pitch outside. That evens the count, 1-1. First one that is not in for a strike for Schulte. Continues to attack the strike zone, and the Diamondbacks obliging, being aggressive at the plate.
Well, he's definitely feeling it early here.
1 ball, 2 strikes, play.
Inside as Christopher backs away. Gets the count to even, 2-2.
I love the crowd here, too. People come on a beautiful night and watch some good ball.
This one grounded back up the middle, fielded at second to throw to Stoltz in time. There are 2 down. 2 up, 2 down. Grayson Barrett Barth hoping to keep it from being a perfect frame for Schulte. Looks at a breaking pitch that misses down and away.
He's also hitting a hefty .556.
Schulte working from behind in the count for the first time. Fires with a fastball, gets himself right back to even.
1-1.
Well, he's feeling it tonight. He's got good movement on his fastball. He's finding the zone.
Two balls and a strike.
Off-speed pitch, grounded foul wide of third. And now it is 2-2.
I like the thought, tried to hug that line down the third base side. Trying to start a little rally here with 2 away.
2 strikes. Play.
2-2 pitch. In
nice
for a
pitch.
called strike. 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks in the top of the first. A couple of strikeouts for Schulte. Cubs' first chance at the plate after this. You're watching Little League Baseball on CTN. Back at the ballpark, and the bar set high for that young man. Having to follow a strong performance by his counterpart, Bryson Schulte. Got his team 1-2-3 with a couple of strikeouts, and now Caleb Ogorek gets to start on the hill and try and respond.
Caleb has had a nice season. Had a chance to talk to Coach/Dad today, and we talked a lot about about Caleb's attitude, and he said he's not a kid who goes home and plays video games. He's out working on his game, and he's just really very diligent, and he really takes what he does to heart.
I don't have a glove. I don't have a glove. I'm always going to set up on your inside, wherever that is.
It's an interesting role, the dad
You would know.
slash coach.
You would know.
Been there. Jace Beck will lead off for the Cubs. Gorick throwing it top of the zone and getting a called strike. 0-1.
Oh, you can see the velocity on his fastballs. That's what he starts him off with.
Another high fastball. This time Beck swings through, comes up empty, and it's 0-2. He is a longer 12-year-old.
Yep.
He's got long levers, so that helps with the pitching. A 3-pitch strikeout. Exactly how Schulte started the top half of the first.
Oh, we may see at least in the early going a pitcher's duel here this evening. Again, got him to swing at something a little high and outside. Had some movement on it.
Ball.
Took a little something off it, dies down and away. Wilson holds off, gets himself ahead in the count, 1-0.
Ball.
Everett Wilson backs away from another one, ahead in the count, 2-0.
2-0.
Gotta love an official who announces with a big, clear voice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially
Well, he's
when
mic'd
we're-
up.
I was just gonna say, especially when our microphone is nearby.
He's mic'd up.
And after a 3-pitch strikeout, Ogorek in a 3-0 hole to hitter number 2, Everett Wilson. taking all the way, and Agoric throws it right down the pipe. 3-1.
3-1.
Comes back with another pitch right down the middle. Gets himself back to a full count. Now looking to challenge Wilson, who had a 3-0 count. Comes back, and Wilson gets just a piece of the fastball. Stays alive. We try again with a full count.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Play.
This one in play, left side, scooped up at short. The throw across in plenty of time for out number 2.
Nice play in the field for the Diamondbacks to get that second out, especially when the count was 3-0, an opportunity to see, you know, if he could get a free pass, but works back to 3-2 and then induces a ground ball.
And now Bryson Schulte trying to help his own cause. First pitch put into play, a 1-pitch out. Both teams done in order in the first inning. No score. You're watching Little League Baseball on CTN.
Did you know major recreational equipment like RVs, campers, converted buses, and boats are allowed on residential property in Coon Rapids? But you are limited to 2 items that must be registered and operable. And any vehicle parked at a home for more than 12 hours must not exceed a certain size. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
St. Paul Saints
look at
bringing the fun of this Midway Stadium right here to Ken Solom Field in Coon Rapids. Keeping the fans entertained, giving them a little something extra.
They wheeled their act right
Got
into
some
town.
free Saints hats.
I didn't get a free Saints hat.
You didn't go out in the heat and push a tire around the outfield.
Too tired.
Someday you'll come around to it.
I'd tread lightly if I were you. Okay, we done?
So both pitchers starting well. Numbers almost identical. 2 strikeouts, though, for Schulte. He'd like to pick up right where he left off. Caleb Ogoric like to end his hot streak. First pitch swinging, high fly, right field and foul.
Caleb hitting .516 as he steps to the plate.
Sorry, Mom.
Long run for Owen Johns. Put in a good effort, but comes up empty.
I would assume that Owen is Coach Ryan John's son.
It's a probably good guess. High fly to center field, and that one pretty easy play for out number 1.
Yeah, Gork got underneath that one a little bit. He was disappointed. You can tell he didn't give it the get all of it like he wanted to.
Beck squeezing it and making it look easy.
Nothing but a thing.
Schulte starts off Normanson with a fastball for a strike. Eli Nordhansen puts the bat on this one. Fly ball to right. Snared by Johns. And there's 2 gone, but 2 pitches that Diamondbacks got pretty good contact on.
They did, but put it right to the Cubs players.
Michael Sledge. First pitch swinging. We're back to that attack mentality for Schulte and the aggressive nature of the Arizona Diamondback bats.
Sledge hitting .348 on the season.
Good off-speed pitch right there. Sledge lets it go by and is now behind in the count, 0-2.
They call him the Hammer.
4 pitches in the inning, all for strikes for Schulte, and he's going to get a call there. His 3rd strikeout of the game. He's erased 6 straight to start the contest. We go to the bottom half of the 2nd. You're watching Little League Baseball on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Tit for tat so far. Can Ogorek respond again here in the bottom of the 2nd inning? Just 7 pitches in the top half, 3 very quick outs.
Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, exactly the way that they wanted to start that 2nd inning.
Ogorek got 2 of his 3 outs on just 4 pitches, including a strikeout. That middle at bat against Wilson when he started out 3-0 and had to battle his way back.
And he did.
Get himself a ground out. Going right after the leadoff man, Owen Johns. Good rip, but fouled back.
1 strike.
This one hit well towards left center and down, running all the way to the fence. Johns will turn and dig for second. He's in standing with a leadoff double, first hit of the ball game. And the Cubs have something going here to start the 2nd.
Yeah, first big hit of the ball game, and John definitely gave that one a ride. He jumped on that fastball, put it out to left center field. He was able to cut that one in half and get himself a leadoff double.
Catcher Vincent Poncelet up next. Takes the pitch off the edge, 1-0. Fastball, Poncelet a little late, 1-1.
Gork now trying to work out a little bit of a jam, giving that leadoff double up to Johns.
Ball.
Misses outside again, 2-1.
Balls, 1 strike.
Goes back to the fastball, and again, Poncelet way behind on it. 2-2.
Ball.
Tried to tempt him with one up high out of the zone. Poncelet
3 balls, 2 strikes.
lets it go and a full count. Ogorek wastes no time at all. Goes right back to that fastball and again just blows it past Poncelet. Was in the mitt before the bat was off his shoulders.
Yeah, we've talked
Strikeout number 2.
We talked about, control from both pitchers has been pretty good.
Oliver Moshkow. First at bat, first pitch swinging, grounded to short. Up with it and over. That's out number 2. Johns moves to third on the play. But a big second out for the Diamondbacks in the field.
Yeah, just a nice routine play by your shortstop to get that second out. Really important here in this game, if you're Ogoric and his guys behind him, is that you don't want to let that run in. Now, Adi's going to take a walk out and have a conversation with him. Those two are best of buds on and off the field.
Brady Cosby
Gotta be your favorite
digging
player.
in. I'm loving it. I'm loving his stance.
Put the ball in play. Get ready. Play.
Good luck finding the strike zone. Ogoric able to do so right off the bat. Took a little something off it.
Yeah, that was a pretty pitch. And
But
again,
got it in on the minimal strike zone of Cosby.
your goal here obviously is just to get out of this inning unscathed. And what was called a ball might be a strike to most.
Late on the fastball, and Ogoric's been good with the heat.
He has.
Gets himself back ahead in the count 1-2. An opportunity to leave that leadoff double stranded. And he's going to get another strikeout. So a big leadoff double for Owen Johns, followed by 3 straight outs, a pair of strikeouts. And we're scoreless after 2. You're watching Little League Baseball on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
There you go.
There's Sago.
Doing a little Beatles. Very wise words from the one and only John Lennon.
I thought his name was Sago.
Well put by Sago.
Yes.
And I'm loving what we're seeing so far. A great ball game. Very clean so far. This is Little League after all, and sometimes you see mistakes start to snowball, and sometimes the innings can get a little ugly. So far, pretty clean. 2 pitchers who have thrown very, very well, and just 1 hit, and it was a big one.
It was.
A hammer job to left center that ran to the fence. So top of the 3rd inning, you got Parker Mars, Hunter Matakevich, and Gus Lindenfelser due up for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, Diamondbacks looking for their first hit of the game.
Well, and Schulte has been cruising.
He has.
6 strikeouts and perfect through 2 innings. 20 pitches. How many for strikes?
16.
You looked.
I did not.
You did.
I swear I did not.
Great success. She's been a guiding force and at times the glue that held this board together during some tough seasons. She's also watched 3 of her own kids, Jackson,
Darcy
Camden, and Adeline,
Williams being, I don't know, inducted into the
Hall
Ring of Fame
Ring of Fame?
for all of
There it
her
is.
work
I like
here
it.
as a board member. her oldest, one of my son's very good friends, and was a treasured member of my final baseball team as a coach. Her oldest son, Jackson.
To Darcy Williams. Let's hear it for Darcy Williams. Give her a round of applause. Thank you so much.
There she is. Her name up on the board. Good job, Darcy.
Williams.
Scott Latta running around the ballpark.
Yeah.
It was a little
He's
surprised, but not shocked to see Mr. Latta here at the ballpark.
No, he's got a little place in the back that he comes here for every once in a while. Hangs out.
They named the other field after
they
him.
did.
And
Well deserved.
First pitch hit right back through the middle. And the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the ball game. That extra wait for Parker Mars, just watching all of the presentations and just waiting and visualizing. He stepped into the box, got exactly what he wanted from Schulte, and hammered it right back where it came from. Leadoff single. Hunter Matakevich looks at a strike, 0-1.
As we talked about earlier, these two teams have played twice already, and as last night they played as well, and the Diamondbacks winning both occasions. The Cubs have something to say about the third time, and the third time will be a charm for one of these teams.
Matakevich late on the pitch. Schulte ahead in the count, 0-2. Like both of these pitchers like to work with some pace.
Yep.
Moving pretty quickly once the ball returned to the mound. Schulte trying to take a little too much off, lost it in the dirt. The pitch got away. Hustling over to second is Mars. The throw skips into the outfield. And a man in scoring position with nobody out here. 2-2 count now to Matakevich.
Well, and the key is see if we can play a little small ball here.
Late strike 3, but the pitch gets away. Matakevich trying to run down to third. He is out. But because the pitch got away and they had to get the out at first, Mars advances over to third. So a very productive out for Hunter Matakevich. It goes down in the books as a strikeout, but the man on base advanced two bases while he was in the batter's box. Lyndon Felser liked that one back. That was up out of the zone, swung late.
Yeah, and he knew it once he swung through it.
Schulte getting the benefit of a call there.
Tried to duck
Lyndon
down.
Felser dove away from it. Swing and a miss this time. Poncelet able to squeeze it behind the plate for out number 2. So 2 more strikeouts in the inning for Schulte.
Well, Cubs in the same situation that the Diamondbacks were in last inning with 2 away and a runner at third. One of the teams trying to manufacture a run. Let's see what the Diamondbacks can do here if they can manufacture that run. What so far has been an outstanding pitcher's duel.
Hanley Nordling, the hitter, trying to force that run across.
Number 17, Hanley Nordling.
Steps away from it. Not a lot of foul territory here, so that gets back to the catcher pretty quickly. No chance for Mars to try and score. 2-1 pitch, hit him. And we're going to have runners at the corners.
Take one for the team.
Trading a bruise for a base, extending the inning.
He's going to run it off, walk it off a little bit. In the back of the thigh. Seems to be okay.
Alex Trico. Another opportunity for the Diamondbacks to strike first here. Runners at the corners, 2 away. 11th and final man in the order for Coach Ogorek.
Looking for his first hit of the season, Joseph Young.
No better time than with the championship on the line. And it seems Schulte,
Good spot.
he can sense the reluctance, and he's just going right after him. He gets a 3-pitch strikeout, third strikeout of the inning. So 2 left stranded. And we go to the bottom half of the third. Still no score. This is the Cardinal Little League Majors Championship on CTN.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
No better way to enjoy the ball game than fill the kids up on a bunch of treats,
Sugar.
and then have them spin around a bat until they're dizzy.
And throw up. It's a great time at the park.
But they will sleep well tonight.
They will. Once that sugar's out of their system.
Jackson Stoltz, Joey Abel, and Raphael Long, the scheduled hitters for the Cubs here in the third. And Ogoric comes out firing, gets himself ahead in the count 0-2.
2 strikes.
Again, when you're the visiting pitcher, you always have to chase the starter, especially when the starter for the home team starts as well as Schulte has.
Yes.
Did give up his first hit in the top half of this third inning, and they were able to force him to throw a few more pitches. This one fouled back, will get out of play. And we'll try again at 1-2. And that becomes so critical because pitch counts are so important in Little League. If you can continue to battle and make the pitcher work. This one bounces away from the second baseman. And Stoltz is going to be on, leadoff man aboard. And I have to go with error on that one.
Yeah, he tried to backhand that one. That was one he probably could have gotten in front of. Knocked it down at the minimum.
Just hold on to it. Hold on to it. Bring it up with the next hitter.
A little further out than Lindenfelser had expected. Stoltz on base. Now Joey Abel. And Ogoric gets right back on track, gets himself ahead in the count 0-2. Gave up the leadoff double to start the second inning and came back, got the next 3 guys. So after an error, he gets the leadoff man on board, comes right back with a 3-pitch strikeout, his 4th K of the day.
Coming up to that plate is number 23, Raphael Long.
And the guys got to be, both sides have to be prepared to swing. The umpires got a generous strike zone up there for the pitchers and encouraging kids to swing away. But both of these pitchers have been doing a great job of attacking that zone and keeping it right around the zone. Meaning guys don't have a chance to sit back and look.
Well, no, you had touched on the fact that both these pitchers work fairly quickly, and they don't waste very little time between pitches. And when you're in a zone as a hitter, you really have to be aware at all times because they're coming after you.
Time. Are you calling somebody?
Somehow there's a cell phone on the field.
You calling someone who can't?
For grabbing that cell phone.
That was a call. Somebody got called up.
2 strikes.
Called to the bullpen, went unanswered because the phone was on the field.
Ball.
Talk about being in rhythm.
1 and 2.
That was the first one to miss the zone for Ogorek since the leadoff guy reached on an error. Long. Fouls it back, stays alive, and again, that critical. Every extra pitch you can make an opponent throw can pay dividends at the end of the game. Ogorek finally fans him back-to-back strikeouts. And 2 away.
And a big second out here. Obviously, you have a base runner on, but you don't want him to advance from first. And a couple of big strikeouts gets you in a good spot.
Hunter Oppheim up next. Another guy who makes my heart over height team.
Yes.
Minimalist strike zone. First pitch was high, no surprise. That one right down the pipe, though, and Oppheim watches it go by. It's 1-1.
Well, you got to be impressed with both pitchers here today.
Took quite a bit off of that one, but the changeup in for a strike. And Ogorek fans 3 straight after the leadoff man gets on by error. We go to the 4th inning. No score. The pitcher's duel continues. You're watching the Cardinal Little League Championship on CTN.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Did you know you can raise backyard chickens? But a permit is required, and there's a limit of 4 female chickens per property. No roosters or other fowl are allowed. And there are specific rules for the chicken coop and run. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at the ballpark, and it all starts on the mound. And it has all ended on the mound as well. These two guys have been outstanding. The numbers almost identical. 1 hit on each side, 6 strikeouts on each side.
Yeah, it's impressive, no doubt.
No runs on either side as we get ready to start the 4th inning.
Well, this is you're playing for all the marbles here tonight, and it's obviously runs are coming by at a premium. We'll see how long that these two pitchers can remain in the contest. And then, so that's, Joe, that's when your depth really pays off. How many good pitchers do you have and able to throw, especially in a one-game series like this?
36 pitches through the 3 innings for Schulte. Ogorek has thrown 42. And I don't know, I'm not up to date on my limits, but I'm going to guess it's somewhere in the mid-60s. Could be in the 80s. I don't know. It's been a while since mine was that age. Back to the top of the order for the Diamondbacks here in the top of the 4th inning. Jackson Oddie, pretty easy take when he skips it past the plate.
Well, you got your heavy hitters, your top 4 heavy hitters coming up. For sure, your top 3.
And with the way Schulte has been going, their only guaranteed at bat of the night is right here. Oddie backs away from a pitch. It's a called strike, 1-1. This one grounded to the right side, fielded, and over to Stoltz. 1 away. Making the routine plays routinely.
Well, and that's what you need to do. What number's coming up, Joe?
I don't know. I'm going to have to look. I believe it is number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9?
Number 9.
Number 9. Aiden Christopher grounded out to second base, his first time up. And that clipped the jersey.
Yep.
Second hit batter of the ball game for Schulte.
I mean, that's been really his only flaws here so far. Just a couple of hit batters, but it hasn't hurt him.
Nope, gave up a leadoff single and then the hit batter in the last inning. Left the 2 runners stranded.
Got a little of the jersey.
It's all it takes. Big cut from Grayson Brett Barth.
Number 14, Grayson Barth.
Keep on doing what you're doing.
Got that one off the end of the bat. It is a fair ball. All the way to the corner. They're going to send Christopher. He is going to come in to score. That is going to be an RBI double for Barrett Barth.
Boy, what a nice piece of hitting there by Barrett Barth as he's able to just put that one down to the left field corner. And your runner able to score all the way from first.
Yeah, from the angle we have here, it's hard to tell where it lands on the foul line. Ogorek with the foul. That one was easy to tell. When it hits the ground and then hits the batter, that's pretty easy to call foul. But one out and a runner at second base, one already across. The hit by pitch comes back to Burn Schulte just 2 pitches later. Good stroke from Ogorek, but not quite enough under it. Tracked well from short. Snagged for the out by Everett Wilson.
Yeah, he thought he put a little more on that than he did.
So second out brings up Eli Nordenson. Nordhausen. I can't read my own writing. That's
yeah, it's not even my writing you're reading, so it's just it's an actual print.
1 strike. Play.
all right.
Oh, you got it.
I corrected it somewhat.
Ball.
We'll see next time.
Next time he comes up.
if we get back to this point in the order. 1-1 as he lays off the pitch down and away. Schulte digging a little bit deeper in his bag of tricks. This one grounded right to first. Stoltz, the easy play, fields it right at the bag, tags it up for out number 3, but 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 left. Diamondbacks to the field with a 1-0 lead after this.
Did you know? City code prohibits outdoor storage of things like building materials, auto parts, household items, scrap metal, garbage, and more. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov. Did you know properties are required to have garbage and recycling service with a licensed hauler? On collection day, place your carts 2 feet behind the curb. Collection containers should not be placed in the street. And don't forget, containers are not allowed at the curb on non-collection days. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
So young Ogorek has looked strong. 6 strikeouts through 3 innings. Now staked to a 1-0 lead. Can he continue to stay as sharp as he has been? Braden Casey, the only member of the Cubs he has not yet faced. Number 12 in the order, he blows a fastball by him and then pulls the string a little bit, gets him swinging 0-2.
Well, he's got the smallest of cushions here with a 1-0 lead.
3-pitch strikeout, 4th in a row for Ogorek. See a little bit of break there. Little bunt, Ogorek off to field. Throw is not in time. Good hustle from Beck. Dropped down the bunt, caught him napping a little bit. Just the second hit of the ball game for the Cubs.
And that, nice bunt just died there in the infield grass, and we're going to see Ogorek make the throw.
Good wheels.
Good, yep. On that aggressive
That
Becker.
one gets away, and Beck hustles over to second.
All of a sudden,
fastball.
all of a sudden, you got a runner in scoring position here in the bottom half of the 4th. You just want to try and see if you can, the minimum, tie it up.
Another one that gets away from the catcher, and Beck is not wasting any time dashing over to third base. Tying run now just 60 feet away. This one into shallow right field. That'll be an RBI single for Everett Wilson. And we are tied at 1 apiece.
Well, just as quickly as the Diamondbacks scored that 1 run, Cubs come up in a solid inning here. They've tied the game up with 1 away and a runner at first.
Pitch outside, gets away, and Wilson not quite as confident in his wheels, apparently, as he stays put at first base. This one fouled back, it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came after him on that pitch. Looking to get that big second out.
2 strikes.
Blows another one by him. Tried to back pick Wilson. It's out into right field, and he's going to advance on the overthrow. But that's a big second out. Another strikeout for Ogorek. Go-ahead run now into scoring position, however.
Yeah, it's a tough throw to make. You just get that out.
And Owen Johns crushed the double. His first time up. This one popped up in the infield. Snagged like it's nothing at second by Matakevich. He's going to go tag up, but that's out number 3.
It is out number 3. Well, they had 1 out on the scoreboard. They put
were
that second one out.
Incorrect, because he had strikeouts of Casey and Schulte. And the little pop-up, Matakevich on it, makes it look easy. He gets the extra out. And we are at 1-1 as we go to the 5th inning. You're watching Little League Baseball on CTN.
Did you know Coon Rapids has a city code regulating the height of your grass? Grass and weeds must be kept under 8 inches high. Thank you. you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov. Any vehicles left outside on your property must be in operable condition and parked on an improved surface with current registration displayed. And repairing or dismantling vehicles outside is a violation of city code. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Sago. There he is. We go where
He does
Sago.
it all.
He
A little
does.
singing, a little sweeping, a little dancing. It's not easy to move in that outfit either. Michael O'Sledge leading off for the Diamondbacks here in the top of the 5th inning. 1-1 after each team pushed one across in the last half inning. Sledge a strikeout victim back in the 2nd.
2 balls and a strike.
Schulte showing a little more patience on the hill as we reach the later innings. Varying up his pitches a little bit as well.
Still being obviously very efficient.
No sooner does he send that,
Yep.
he throws one wild.
Yep, well, that's the curse of
Past
Shapiro.
past the catcher.
Doesn't matter the age. I get them all.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4.
Inside, ball 4. I believe that's the first walk issued by either pitcher. Just double check that. If the math is mathing here.
Carry the 3.
Sure looks that way.
Divided by 2.
And it's the leadoff man. First pitch swinging right back up the middle. And that is a very quick double play. Wilson to Stoltz to erase it on the very next pitch.
That's how you play defense. Your pitcher gets him to induce a ground ball, and you get a double play on the situation. Perfectly
But it hit almost right at the bag.
Yep,
So
perfectly hit to start that double play.
Wilson just scooped it up. Tag, easy throw over to Stoltz, and no chance for Mars to beat it out. So 2 down, and Matakevich struck out, but battled up there first time around. Able to get the runner from first to third while he was having his at bat. That runner, unfortunately, still left stranded for
1-1.
the Diamondbacks back in the 3rd inning. This one grounded out in front of home plate, and he is going to beat it out. And the throw way over first base. Matakevich is going to turn and go to second into scoring position. He'll have a single and he'll advance on the error.
Yeah, he tried to hurry his throw to get the runner, and it would have been a tough play if the ball had been there.
Lyndon Felser went for one upstairs, got a piece.
That's okay, that was a foul ball. That's close, hitter. That's good.
And Schulte overcorrects and drops one in low, 1-1.
1-1. I could have missed it.
Well, Diamondbacks seeing if they can get that lead back.
Late on the fastball, Schulte in the driver's seat, 1-2.
1-2.
2 away, runner at second base. Ducking away from it is Lindenfelser. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That pitch inside, Matakevich hustles over to third on the wild pitch. Full count now to Lindenfelser.
Oh, you got a great opportunity here to try and take that lead with a runner at third. But as a batter, you got to protect the plate and keep your at-bat alive. Try and get a little contact on the ball.
Lindenfelser ducks, but it's a called strike, and that is out number 3. Runner left stranded at third. We stay tied at 1. Middle of the 5th inning. You're watching the Cardinal Little League Championship game on CTN.
Did you know major recreational equipment like RVs, campers, converted buses, and boats are allowed on residential property in Coon Rapids? But you are limited to 2 items that must be registered and operable. And any vehicle parked at a home for more than 12 hours must not exceed a certain size. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Cardinal Little League Championship on the line. Winner take all in this contest tonight. And the pitchers have been in control thus far.
They certainly have.
Each team pushing a run across in the 4th inning. Agoric fell behind 2-0, but comes back with a pair of fastballs to Vincent Poncelet and gets count back to even.
Trying to keep that ball to the outside, but didn't find the zone. Kind of looked at the dugout and shrugged his shoulders a little bit. I tried. I thought that one was a strike.
8 strikeouts through 4 innings.
That's impressive.
Going right after him. Poncelet was ready for it. Protects the plate well. Fouls it off. We'll try again.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Play.
If there was any question, we now know the count is full. This one grounded left side, scooped. The throw not in time, and that's a leadoff infield single for Vincent Poncelet.
Yeah, you know, that infield grass is pretty long, so that those soft ground balls kind of die in that grass, making it pretty difficult to get that throw, especially from third across the diamond. But that's exactly how the Cubs want to start here in the bottom half of the 5th. Get a base runner on, see if they can manufacture a run.
Moshkow, big cut at the opening offering, comes up empty.
Yeah, he threw some heat.
Moshkow, a ground ball to short first time through the order. Another high fastball gets him swinging, comes up empty, 0-2.
2 strikes.
Nice pitch.
Great off-speed pitch from Ogorek to get his looking strikeout. I believe that's the first, and it is for this. It's the first one he's got a punch out, but it is number 9 on the night.
Which one?
Number 9.
Okay, I thought you said number 9.
Brady Cosby is number 99, and he was one of those 9 strikeout victims back in the second inning. Ogorek stepping on the gas and staying there.
He just loves the number 9 so much he has to have 2 of them on the back of his jersey.
0-2 to Cosby. Make it 0-3 and make it strikeout number 10. Because apparently Ogorek doesn't like number 9 that much that he wanted to stay there for very long.
He wanted to brush right over it. That was a pretty pitch.
So after the leadoff infield single, couple of strikeouts, and he's staying on the gas for Jackson Stoltz. Stoltz, a ground ball to second base, reached on an error. Was left stranded there after the next 3 were fanned by Ogorek right in a row.
1-1.
Foul back off the backstop and out of play.
And into the Cubs dugout.
1-2.
Return that ball for some popcorn.
Catch, take the ball from the coach. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one gets away. Poncelet got a little bit of a late start, but
he did.
Over there in plenty of time, sliding in safely into scoring position.
And you know, there's
2-2 count with 2 away.
And there's not a lot of room between the home plate and the stop, backstop.
This one popped up. That one's out of play as well. Over onto the Scott Latta field.
Is that the former or the latter?
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Every door left open. Howie walks right on through.
Just give me an opportunity. I'm right there.
Another 2-2, and this time Stoltz comes up empty again. Ogorek allows the first guy to get on base and then fans the side to get back to the dugout. We go to inning number 6. All tied, 1 apiece. You're watching Little League Championship Baseball on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Oh, look at that.
This is what you get when the Saints decide it should be their spotlight game.
I don't know.
They bring all the fun of Midway right here.
They're looking for
Ken Solom Field.
They're looking for gummy bears in there. How many gummy bears can you spit into a pie tin? And then who judges it? I just want to know who. I don't want to know who roots through there to judge it. You have 12.
Who win? What do you win? And is it worth it?
Pepto Bismol.
Ah, you're getting some Saints tickets, and that's definitely a worthy prize.
Absolutely.
If that's what is on the table.
You get Madonna's autograph. I know that.
Schulte continues to go on the hill. Henley Nordling hit by a pitch first time. Fouls this one back. The count is even, 1-1.
First baseman, that's your ball. That's your ball.
Will we have a winner before the end of this inning? That is the question.
Well, now I'm thinking, well, what's the pitch count, though? Now we are wondering what the pitch count is for a pitcher to stay in this game.
This one hit to the left side. Scooped up by Poncelet. Easy play over to Stoltz for out number 1. I don't know. Honestly, again, it's one of those things that, years ago.
You knew.
When my son was this age, when I had to pay attention to who's pitch count and how many days rest.
True. Yep.
And, I mean, days rest is not an issue, obviously. This is the last game.
Yep.
But I think it's somewhere around 85. So both of these guys still pretty good. I mean, just mid-60s here in the top half of the 6th inning for Schulte. Alex Treichel, strikeout victim on 3 pitches already this at-bat. Cannot end that way as it's 1-1, 2-1.
That was a nice pitch there.
2-2. Late swing comes up empty.
2-2.
Now it's 2-2.
Down 2, yep. That was a good pitch as well.
Called third strike. Treichel, a punch-out victim.
For the order, number 1, Jackson.
8 strikeouts in the ballgame for Schulte. Back to the top of the order, Jackson Adi. Strikeout and a ground out. Got it off the end of the bat.
Looking to start something here with 2 away.
Yes, it was. I know. I'm not worried about it. 1 strike.
Down and in. 1-1. Super focus on the face of Jackson Adi. Trying to get something started with 2 outs. High fly to center field. This one is off the wall. Adi digging for second. He's not going to stop there. He's headed for third. The relay is not in time and does not skip away far enough for him to think about going home. But a big 2-out triple for Jackson Adi.
Yeah, really a nice piece of hitting there. As the Cubs are trying to manufacture something here in the top of the 6th.
Well, who better to do it than number 9, Aiden Christopher. Christopher was hit by a pitch in his last appearance and ended up being the 1 run to this point for the Diamondbacks as he came home to score on a Grayson Barrett Barth double 2 pitches after he was hit. Now with that go-ahead run, just 60 feet away.
Yeah, he was challenging the catcher a little bit. See if you want to try to throw down.
This one hit into right center, and it will fall. Diamondbacks will take a lead. Christopher will dig for second. He's in standing, an RBI double. And the Diamondbacks have taken a 2-1 lead here in the top half of the 6th inning.
Boy, that's huge.
Back-to-back 2-out hits, both for extra bases.
Yeah, again,
after Schulte had been so staunch to this point.
And the impressive thing it is with 2 outs. that they're able to get a run across to now take a 2-1 lead.
And Barrett Barth had the RBI double in that 4th inning.
1 strike, play.
We talked about it first time through, top of this order, all hitting over 500, and that one laced down the line and left. They're going to send Christopher home. The relay is not going to come in. That's an RBI single for Grayson Barrett Barth. And the Diamondbacks have a 3-1 lead.
What?
3 straight 2-out hits when they got back to the top of the order.
That's where he got his first hit, kind of in that same spot, right down that left field line. Gets the RBI and puts a little cushion now between the Diamondbacks and the Cubs.
Gorick trying to keep the trend continuing. Takes a pitch up high, 1-0. Down and away makes it 2-0. Three and 0. Not a position Schulte has found himself in much tonight. This one, grounded foul. Of course, the coach's kid has a green light on 3 and 0 with 2 out and a runner in scoring position. Why wouldn't he?
Yep.
3-1 pitch up high, ball 4.
Now the Diamondbacks looking to keep it going.
Time.
Coming up, number 21, Eli Nordhausen.
Get her back to your middle of your dugout. Either go down there or
Eli Nordhausen, now he get his first name right.
We have a new pitcher.
Timeout, and we're going to get a pitching change. We will take a short break as Johns gets warmed up on the hill. Tries to come in, get the final out here. 2 runs across in the inning for the Diamondbacks. They have a 3-1 lead here in the top of the 6th.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Owen Johns comes in. Schulte really an outstanding performance.
Yes. They got
a little
to him.
fatigue setting in, and I think it may have been that we reached that pitch count. I did not count between innings, but he's got to be in that 75 to 80 range. So it may have been a little bit of both. 4 straight have reached. 2 have scored with 2 outs for the Diamondbacks. And Little League's 6th inning is the last inning of regulation.
Johns is just trying to get that final out, get his club back to the plate. Trailing by 2, don't want to have it anymore.
Nordhausen, fly ball to left center. That's going to fall as well. They're going to send Barrett Barth, and he is going to score with no throw. Not exactly wheels on the bases.
No, but
he got there with no throw, and it's a 3-run, 2-out rally for the Diamondbacks.
He just didn't need to turn on the jets, Joe. He just needed to coast into home plate. He knew there was going to be no play. That's a big run. Now all of a sudden it's a 3-run cushion.
And now Michael Sledge fouls it back. 0-2.
Neil Hennon's favorite player, Michael Sledge.
And he is done on 3 pitches. A strikeout for Johns finally gets the inning over with. But 4 hits, 3 runs, all with 2 outs in the inning. And the Diamondbacks trying to close it out. Home half of the 6th after this on CTN.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Back at the ballpark. Ogorek an opportunity. Try and close it down, and he has been outstanding so far.
He has.
So fouled back by Abel. 0-2 quickly. $11 strikeouts in the game so far for Ogorek, including the last 3. Staying with the fastball, Abel gets a piece, fouls it back, stays alive.
Caleb would love to be able to be efficient here and just close it out.
Took a little something off. He gets able to swing through. That's strikeout number 12.
Impressive night from that young man right there.
Number 23,
Ball.
Down and away, Raphael Long was a strikeout victim first time through.
Time. So once you go here, you got, yeah, but you didn't go there. You went right back to your glove. That's an illegal pitch where the ball is down.
Ogorek incurring the penalty ball for a misplay. On base, it would be a balk, but with nobody on base,
1 and 2.
it's a ball.
It's 1-2.
Long gets a piece of that one to stay alive. We'll try again at 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with our home plate umpire. Again, it helps that we have a
microphone
right behind him, but he's done a nice job of making the calls loud and proud, and a good job explaining to Ogorek why that was an illegal motion.
Well, and then thus explaining to everybody watching.
1 and 2.
Including yours truly.
Yeah. Especially to us because, we just fly by the seat of our pants.
Off-speed pitch, and that one was up and in and kind of twisted long up. I think about halfway through that swing, he thought, what am I swinging at?
Yeah.
But too late. That is number 13 in the game, number 5 in a row, and back to the fastball for Hunter Oppheim. Oppheim also struck out against Agoric back in the 3rd inning. Agoric trying to close it out with 6 straight strikeouts.
That's impressive.
And that's exactly what he does. After giving up a leadoff single that didn't get out of the infield in the 5th, he strikes out 3 in a row. Then after his team got him a 3-run lead in the top of the 6th, he goes out and mows them down again in the bottom half. Gets 3 more strikeouts. 14 in the game.
Well,
and if
that's
my
impressive.
Minneapolis math is correct, that's a pretty good percentage of your outs in 16 or in 6 innings.
I'd say, but that's a well-deserved win for the Diamondbacks. As are they able to get some runs in the bottom half of, or the top half of the 6th? And all of a sudden, here we are, and Diamondbacks are your champions.
Yeah, 14 out of your 18 outs coming by strikeout. That's a strong night on the hill for you. All smiles for Coach O and his squad. His son, the player of the game, is, again, you can't talk enough about a guy who goes out there and has 14 strikeouts in 6 innings.
Yeah, absolutely. He is. He really put him
pressure situation
on his back.
too.
Yeah, on his back, and he came across as a champ. And 14 strikeouts and a win and a championship for these young men. It's a great achievement.
And don't take anything away from
I was going to say that. You took
what
it out of my mouth.
Schulte did, because Bryson Schulte was outstanding for
certainly
5+ innings and just kind of ran out of gas with 2 outs. Unfortunately, gave up the rally, and credit to the top of the order for the Diamondbacks coming through when they had really had to. They get the win. They are your 2025 Cardinal Little League Majors champions. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, it's the Diamondbacks 4, the Cubs 1. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.